Hello YouTube, TestSubject24 here, and I'm currently playing Freelancer. Now, Freelancer was a game that was released in 2003, it was developed in 1999, and so this is a pretty old game, but it's still one of my all-time favourite games, and I really enjoy playing it. Now, I'm currently, if we look on the map here, at Battleship Norfolk. Now, as you can see here, this is my ship in the middle. Now, this I can choose to launch to space, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to show you around the space station. So most space stations will have this bar at the top, and they will have some. Not all of them have ship dealers, but all of them have the other three. One of them is the bar. That's your character there, and so here we are in the bar. Now, in the bar, you can find yourself jobs. So jobs pay you money, and you accept the jobs. Sometimes they are to attack people, or sometimes it's take out convoy. Sometimes it's just to assassinate one person. Then there's the commodity trader. Now, click on him, and it brings up all the things. So I have these commodities, so I can sell these to earn some money. But then he also has these here that I can buy off him. I can buy fuel, I can buy things like that. There is then the equipment dealer. Now, as this is my ship, so you can change the view, and my ship is a Crusader, and it's a heavy fighter. So as you can see, at some points on it there are guns, but there's also spaces missing. That's because, as you can see here, there's different hard points at which you can put on things. So don't have enough credits, but also you have to have the right amount of things. You have to be the right level, and you have to have a hard point capable of accepting the item. So that's a turret, and I don't have any turret points. So you can have guns, missiles, torpedoes, mines, countermeasures, and all these things. So I have a few guns and torpedoes and things set on my cruiser, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, now this is the ship dealer. So as you can see here, heavy fighter, Crusader, which I have actually just bought from here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bar, and I'm going to accept this job here. Now I'm going to launch to space.
Alpha 1-1. This is Battleship Norfolk. Everything's a go for launch. Good luck out.
Okay, so I've tried to get through the talking quickly so I can show you the actual gameplay, actually flying your ship. So you see your ship here, and the little cursor is your mouse. Now, there's different modes of flight. So you can click to move your fighter, or if you press space, your fighter will always follow wherever you move your mouse. But sometimes it's easier in combat not to do that. You can click on other ships, and you can look on them down here, and you can see what sort of ships they are, and things like this. So if I ever scroll through, there's all these different ships. White means neutral, green means friendly, red means enemy. Now you right click to fire weapons, as you can see here, and down here is what weapons I've got bound to right click. So if I don't press any, I have to use the buttons 1 to 3, but instead I bind them all to right click, and then they will all fire automatically. I can use my missiles by pressing 4 and 5, and things like that. Now W is increase throttle, S is decrease, strafe is A and D. If you press Shift W, you activate cruise mode, and that means you travel faster, but you can't fire your weapons. Now this thing here is a warp gate, essentially. If I dock with this trade lanes, really, you travel even faster towards that point. So what normally takes you a long time, you can travel through really quickly to get to where you need to go. You also have nanobots and shield batteries that repair your health and shield, which you can see down here at the bottom. The yellow bar is energy, blue bar shield, red bar health. Okay, so here is the Cardiff mining facility. All the places have different names. So there's like the planet New London and things like that. If I zoom out, you can see this is Bretonia. So this is where you have London and things. Then there's also Liberty, in which there's things like New York, and so on. Now my mission is to kill all the Corsairs near the mission waypoint. Now I'm not very friendly with them, so I'll just show you actually quickly. It's one of these. Here we are. Now there's all these different groups of people, and some of them you're friendly with. Those are the ones in green, and some of them you aren't. Every mission you do, like if I kill the Corsairs here, they will like me even less. But if I do missions for people, they will like me more. Right. Now then, I've deactivated cruising so I can fire my weapons, and now you select them so you can see their health and shields, and you just right click to fire at them. If I want to activate a missile, I press the button, and as you can see there, a missile has been fired. I do like Freelancer. I think it's a very good game, and the combat is actually quite fun. When there's numerous ships, the combat can be very quick, and if you prefer a faster combat style, you can choose a light fighter for less damage, more speed. But I prefer the heavy fighter, which can take more damage and does more damage, but is just that little bit slower. So now I'm just following this guy, keeping on his tail, stopping him from shooting around behind me so he can't get a shot off, because you can't fire behind you in Freelancer. And his teammate is flying around trying to catch hold of me. Now, you're not always fighting battles like this on your own and outnumbered. As you can see here, there's some bounty hunters who I am friendly with, who have come along to help me out. And they're going to shoot down, or help me shoot down anyway, these Corsairs. Now I was taking quite a bit of damage there, so I just used a shield battery to help get my shield back up. Okay, what I did there, if you just saw that white tractor beam, is that when you defeat an enemy, they may leave items and objects in space, and you press B to activate your tractor beam and pick those items up. So after the battle, it might be a good idea to just have a look in your cargo hold, see what new items you've managed to pick up. Some of them might be valuable and worth selling, others might be weapons that you can add onto your fighter. But not everybody drops items, so some of them just die and don't leave anything. Depends what they have themselves in their cargo hold. Okay, now if you open your inventory, you can have a look through, and I've picked up a new thruster, and I've picked up some consumer goods and some food rations, which means, and also then if I click on food rations trade routes, I can look at where I can go to sell them for the most money, which is Battleship Rio Grande in Colorado. Now that's not all you can do. If that's what you can choose to do if you want. You, as a freelancer, you can just essentially be a mercenary and hire yourself out and complete missions. However, there is other things you can do as well. Now, you can choose to buy and selling goods. You can be a merchant. You can buy goods for a low price in one place and sell them for more somewhere else. You can be a smuggler. You can buy items and transport them into districts where they're normally not districts, systems where they're normally not allowed. Or you can be the hero and you can complete all the campaign missions, of which I've done a few, and I do enjoy them. They're quite difficult, but they are good fun. So here you can look at your stats. Now I'm currently level 8, and that's how much I'm currently worth money-wise. To get to the next level I need 72,000, so I need to earn more money, and then I will level up. This also shows how many missions I've done. I've done 27, 245 kills, played the game for 9 hours 41 minutes, visited 8 systems, 24 bases, 2 jump holes. Jump holes are how you travel between systems, and it shows fighters, freighters, transport, battleships. I've just killed fighters, so low levels, so transports tend to be on my side actually. I'm quite friendly with a lot of transports, so I tend to try not to kill them. This here is a battleship, so it does say actually that you can kill a battleship, but I'd imagine that you need a more powerful ship than this little fighter here. Whilst I might do some damage, I'm pretty sure it's that gun there is pretty much as big as my whole ship. So, but I can shoot at it. Not that it does any damage. Oh, that was a mistake. So as you can see now, I've just annoyed a whole bunch of people. So I'm going to try and run away, but as you can see, I'm going to fire a whole bunch of missiles at that battleship. But no matter, I was completely destroyed. So I'm going to load the game back as I was, back here with my Crusader. So if you die, there's no respawn. You've got to load from the last save point. So I'm now back here, and now you know what happens if you try and if you shoot a bit too often at Battleship Norfolk. So there you go. It's probably not a good idea. Okay, so I'm docking with Planet New London, or rather landing on. Okay. So there's a little cutscene as you land. Just to show off the city. I do quite like the animations of the city, and you can have a look around at all the ships flying past and things. I need to repair my ship. I ran into a bit of trouble getting here, so as you can see, it'll come up on the screen. My tail and one of my weapons is damaged, so you just spend some money to repair it. Now, for the reason I came here is to show you some different ships. So my ship is a heavy fighter, as I showed you before, and that's mine's a Crusader. I used to have a Cavalier, which is a light fighter. There's a Freighter, which is a Clydesdale, and a Piranha, which is a different light fighter. So if we look down here, there at the bottom it says stats. So there's guns or turrets, armor, cargo, and that's what you really need to know about. The top 3. The others at the bottom are just additional information, like how many batteries. So it's a bit like how many health potions can you have in things like Diablo 3. And then the weapon class here is the higher the number, the better the weapon class. So if you have a really good weapon class, you might not be able to use it on some such as this because it's only got a max class of 5. So here I've got 6/0. So I can have 6 guns but no turrets, which is pretty typical on a fighter. So here the light fighter can have 4 guns, no turrets, 4 guns, no turrets. As a heavy fighter, I'm pretty heavily armoured compared to the two light fighters. and I also have more cargo space. But the Clydesdale here has much more cargo space than any, because it's a freighter, which is what it's used for, and just about more armour than the light fighters, but less than the heavy. Now, it doesn't have as many guns, but it has more turrets, which is pretty typical, also of a cargo ship. Now, I do really enjoy Freelancer because of all the customisation. So I have 6 different slots for guns on my ship. I then have a torpedo slot, a mine slot, and a countermeasure shot. So as you look through, I here have my weapons. I have Skyrail, Vengeance, Magma Hammer, and you can buy things like Skyrails, Rippers. There's different types of missile, but if we scroll down here, somewhere there's turrets. So that's pretty much a little look at the customization. For certain weapons you have to buy ammunition. It's very important in this game that you always have enough nanobots and that you always have enough shield batteries. So that's a little bit of look at the customization. That's the best thing in my opinion about Freelancer, is how much you can customize your ship and all the different ships you can get. I do believe there's DLC you can get where you can it might be DLC, it might already be in the game, where you can get the Millennium Falcon. I haven't got very far in the campaign. I think if I get a bit further, discover a few more systems, things like this, there's some lots of cool ships to unlock. But as you can see, I've spent, if we look at the stats, 9 hours, 36 minutes. That's playing just in the few systems I've already unlocked. So how many systems have I been to? 8. Just that's not very many. When if we look on the map here, there's just 8 here, and there's all these other sectors and things that I can head to that I know will be good to have a look at. Okay, so that was a bit of a look at Freelancer. I think it's a very good game. It's quite an old game, I will admit, and the graphics, certainly of the people, aren't the best, but I think the actual gameplay and content of the game is very good, and it's certainly worth buying and playing. I hope you've enjoyed my look at Freelancer, and I hope you try it out. Moonbreakers, which I've done a review on, is a similar game to Freelancer in its set in space and sort of how you control it, but it's a free-to-play online game. So if you're not really sure whether you want it, have a bit of a play of Moonbreakers, and if you like that sort of style of flying, then buy this game, because this game is far superior to any space game I've come across before or after playing it. So highly recommended by Test Subject 24. So this is Test Subject 24 signing off, and I really think you should have a look at this game.